What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. It's been a rainy day. Like, this has been the type of day where I wish I could have took a nap today. Because when it's raining hard and the wind has been going crazy, it makes you want to sleep. Just put on a movie and sleep. That's really what I've been wanting to do, but I've been like busy all day, so I could not sleep at all. But when I do hit that pillow, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. So anyway, getting into this episode of GH today. A lot of mess. A lot of mess going on in this damn episode today. Gladys has struck pay dirt. This heifer done hit it big. And as much as I cannot stand Gladys, I have to admit I love to hate this woman. I love it. Um, And I can't say I feel bad for BLQ. I can't say I feel bad for her. After what she did to Austin and stuff like that, I can't feel bad for her because she be scheming. So now you getting schemed on. So I can't feel bad. I really can't. But she needs to understand something. She still has the upper hand where Gladys is concerned. Because all she has to do is take the blackmail away from her. That's all she has to do. Because think about it like this. Gladys was sitting here online shopping. She done bought some dresses, all type of stuff, and charged it to BLQ. When BLQ got that notification from Wyndham's, she looked. She was like, "Oh hell no." BLQ said, "Nah, not today." She called Gladys over there. She was like, "What is all this shit you bought?" She was like, "You will be paying me back for all of it." Gladys was like, "No, I'm not." She was like, "Did you finish the notes that you were supposed to type?" Nope. She was like, "Bitch, are you trying to get fired?" Gladys was like, "You ain't about to fire me." She played that recording for her. BLQ's face looked like she just sucked on a rotten lemon. Like she could not believe it. She was stunned. I say, "Yep, the chickens have come home to roost." Um, she basically told her, she was like, "And I won't be." Gladys was like, "I'm not coming to work tomorrow. I'm taking a mental health day." I was like, "Yo." I'm not even mad at Gladys. I can't be mad at her because I would have did the same shit. Let me get some blackmail on your ass. Let me tell you something. You will be buying me cars. You will be buying me Fort Knox if I want it. Like that's just what it is. Like you gonna get me whatever the hell I want. Um Gladys, if I was her, I would milk this shit till the cows come home. I'd be like, listen, I need a new wardrobe. I need a new condo overlooking the lake. I need it to be paid for, no mortgage. And I want it signed, written that you will pay my property tax, you will pay my condo fees and all that stuff. Like, the homeowners association fees and stuff. Like, you gonna pay me. Pretty much you gonna fund my lifestyle till whenever. I'm gonna put that shit in writing if I have to. I would be milking it. But like I said, BLQ, all she got to do is call that girl bluff. That's all she got to do. And the reason I say that is because think about it like this: if Gladys gets fired from this job, she's broke. She has nothing. She's never gonna get another job like this. The only reason she got this job as an assistant at Deception is through her connection to Sasha. Nobody else in Port Charles is gonna hire her, especially not for no high-paying job. They're not. She doesn't have the qualifications for it. And BLQ is a quartermain. The quartermains hold so much power and influence that chick will never get a job in that town. And think about it like this: she's gonna be broke and on the street because Brando can't afford to fund her lifestyle. He already made that abundantly clear. This is why he wanted her to get a job. He can't afford to take care of her. You know what I mean? Plus, who else is she gonna go to? She can't. She know damn well she can't go to Sonny and Carly because Sonny and Carly will never write her no type of check. They will never financially help her at all. She after the stunt she pulled while Sonny was gone, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. No way. Sonny wouldn't even give her a stick of gum if she asked for it. Like, let's be real. Ain't no way. Plus, Carly not gonna have that. You know what I mean? So call her bluff. Because she has way more to lose in this than BLQ do. I mean, what's she gonna do? Or you gonna get some backlash from Valentine, of course. But Gladys she gonna be broken homeless. So she got way more to lose. So I say call the bluff. But if I was Gladys, until that bluff is called, I will milk the hell out of this. You got a Quartermain in your back pocket. Ching ching, bling bling. That's all I got to say. I will be getting mine. Until that shit run out, I'm getting it. I can't even be mad at Gladys, and I don't even like her dusty behind. But I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Be real. If y'all was a character on this show and you got a damn Quartermain in your back pocket who will do whatever you say, will step and fetch when you want them to, will say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, whenever you want them to. You ask them to jump and they ask how high whenever you want them to. You mean tell me y'all wouldn't take advantage of that shit? Oh, I would. Oh, I would. You buy me a new Mercedes. Oh, oh. I would be eating steak and lobster every night. Filet mignon. We will rent out the. Listen, you will rent out the restaurant when I want you to on your dime. Listen, I will milk the hell out of this till the cows come home and till the cows ain't got no more milk to milk. I will be milking that shit. I don't blame Gladys on this one. I can't be mad at her on this one, dog. I can't. And I don't even like her ass, but I can't be mad. Go ahead and get yours. And so anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of BLQ, I really do like her and Chase. I like them as a potential couple. And that little kiss on the cheek he gave her, I said, listen, Chase, sir, I know you know y'all not a couple or whatnot yet, but I needed you to kind of move your lips towards her lips and not the cheek. I'm just saying, like, he was close. You getting there. A kiss on the cheek is close enough to the lips, so we gonna get that kiss soon. I like them. I really do. I really like them together. He is basically, I feel like Chase would be a good balance for her. He would be, because I feel like BLQ is so much like a younger version of Tracy. Like, she reminds me a lot of Tracy with her scheming and the way she thinks. It's very Tracy-like. Very. And I miss Jane Elliott. I miss her so much. I wish Tracy was full-time on this show again. But I'm happy for her retirement, though. I really am. He's a good balance, like I said. Like, he was just basically trying to put the Austin situation in perspective for her. Because she still don't like Austin. She feel like Austin is up to stuff or whatever. Basically, she was like, oh, he did declare war on me. I'm like, BLQ, really? He declared war on you because you threatened what he loved doing, which is practicing medicine, saving lives. That's what he loves. That's why it was easy for him to give up those ELQ shares as opposed to his medical license. Because ELQ, he just wanted that because of his dad and because he wanted to fit in with the family. You know what I mean? Being a part of ELQ is being a part of the family. That's what he wanted, you know? But he didn't want it bad enough to throw away what he really loves doing, which is being a doctor. And when she threatened that, that's when he got pissed off, because BLQ needs to realize something. He's a Quartermain just as much as you are. And what do Quartermains do when people do something to them? They retaliate. And that's what he's going to do to her. He going to get her. At one way or another, at some point in time when she don't see it coming, he going to get that ass. Oh, he going to get her. Because I could tell by the way Austin was talking to Ned. He made it abundantly clear to Ned. I'm not going to forgive what she did, and I ain't going to forget it. And we all know what that means when somebody say I won't forgive or forget. That mean they about to come for your ass. So she better be careful. Because he coming for you, and I can't wait. I like Austin. I know some people not feeling him or whatever. I like him. I like him. I'm glad they made him a Quartermain. Because remember, back in 2013 when they brought him in as Franco, the first thing I said when I reviewed this was, when he came in, I wished he was a Quartermain. And I'm glad they finally did it. Good. I'm glad. So, you know, Chase was trying to talk some sense in her, letting her know, like, obviously he must be telling her that Austin must be a good guy because he signed the paperwork, relinquishing his rights to anything ELQ, and that means that he loves what he does already as a doctor, but she's just not buying it. And Chase pretty much told her, if Austin comes after you, let me know, because I'm still a detective. I said, sir, Chase, what you gonna do? I mean, if Austin comes after her and he does something, you can't arrest him if it's not illegal. There's plenty of ways to get revenge on somebody in a legal way. Plenty of ways. So I'm pretty sure whatever Austin gonna cook up, well, it's probably gonna be a little illegal, maybe. But you got to have the evidence. And if he's a real true blue Quartermain, there may not be any evidence. Maybe not. Maybe not. So anyway, moving on from that. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Look at Spencer Cassadine. I would have never thought that Spencer would be groveling for a job. Look at him. See, I love that. I love this storyline. He's still bitching and complaining that he's technically not free because Kevin's demanding he get a job. I like it. I'm glad Kevin's forcing him to join the workforce. I'm glad. Because Kevin could see what everybody else sees. He's a spoiled, entitled, rich kid. And he needs to humble himself. And I'm glad that he's being humbled. Good. Because what Spencer needs to realize, and what a lot of wealthy people need to realize, what God give, God can take away. All that money that people got and all that money Spencer's used to, he thought it would never run out. Like it would never go anywhere. Oh, I'm always going to be rich. No, you're not. You better humble thyself. You got to learn how to humble yourself. Because what you have could all be gone like that. The mansions, the money, the company, the cars, the big expense accounts and the vacations, luxury. All that stuff can be gone. Luxury for broke people like me is supersizing my shit at McDonald's. That's luxury. Like when you could get a Big Mac and shit, that's luxury, first of all. Well, I ain't gonna say broke. I ain't broke, but you know, that's a luxury for us. You know what I'm saying? Like middle class, lower middle class people. That's a luxury to do certain things. Like to even go to a nice restaurant sometimes and be able to afford to do that. That's a luxury. And rich people take a lot of that shit for granted when they go to like fancy places. You know? They really do. It's like you gotta humble yourself, you know? You really do. Um, and Esme was trying to talk some sense into him because she was like, it's not really what you know, it's who you know. I do agree with her on that. Getting jobs a lot of times is who you know. You know, because a lot of us have gotten our jobs through connections. I ain't gonna say everybody, but some people have. I remember my very first job when I joined the workforce, like fresh out of high school. My very first job I got through a connection. I think through my uncle. That was like the first job I got, and I think that was at what, Dick's Sporting Goods. That was the first job I got through, and it was through him because he used to work there. So a lot of his old coworkers and managers was still there, so they hired me through him. So you know, ain't nothing wrong with getting in the door through somebody that you know, because it's good they help you get in the door, but you got to keep yourself in there and move up though. It's your work that's going to keep you there. So he tried to call Britt, but he found out Britt is out of the country right now, so that's a no-go. He wasn't keen on working at Kelly's, like, and I'm so proud of Cameron. Like, Cameron started out as a server, and look at him now, promoted, assistant manager. I was clapping when I was watching this. I was clapping for Cameron. Even though he a character, I was clapping. I said, I'm proud of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cameron, as much as he get on my nerves sometimes with some of his thinking, I'm proud of dude. Like, because he comes from a working class family, and he knows the value of hard work and a dollar. I love it. I love to see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's humble. I love that. And when you are like, when I see people like Cameron, such as myself and other people, that's who get blessed the most. Like people who are humble, who got good work ethic, don't take nothing for granted. Those people are the blessed, and they still help people, I love seeing stuff like that. So, of course, Spencer didn't want to take the server job. He felt like serving people or working in that type of job was beneath him or something. I'm like, see, you need to humble yourself. And Esme taught some sense into him. She was like, what freaking choice do you have? You're desperate, you're broke, you need a job. Take it. This was like the only episode I feel like where I tolerated Esme. The only episode, because she was actually saying everything I wanted to say to Spencer. Like, humble thyself, take the damn job. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he finally came to his senses and took the job. Like, you are desperate and broke. You need to do it. Take it. The hell is wrong with you? Turning down money because you don't want to serve people. Please, I done worked in customer service for the last 8.5 years. It ain't a glamorous, profession. It's not a glamorous job, trust me, because some customers can get on your nerves, but a buck's a buck. I mean, what are you gonna do? Beggars can't always be choosers. So anyway, moving on from that. I am so freaking happy that Finn finally got a place of his own. I said, thank you, God. Thank God. He got a place of his own. And it looked nice, too. I like it. The apartment looked nice. I think that was somebody on the show's apartment, or is that a new set? I could have sworn somebody lived in something similar to that. Maybe. Um, but I'm happy, though. You know, they finally gave him a set life and stuff like that. And Violet was running around the house looking at stuff. She was so excited and stuff about the new place. And Elizabeth came through with Aiden and brought him some cooking utensils and a cooking apron and stuff like that. I was like, Elizabeth, why you waste your money? Because you know ain't no cooking gonna get done in that house. Because even when Chase got there, Finn don't even know how to turn the stove on. I said, oh, hell no. Cooking is the most basic life skill that you should know. I'm like, how you a doctor? You don't know how to cook? I mean, I can understand not knowing how to cook. I can understand that. But not even knowing how to turn on a stove, sir? Really? Finn. Finn, get it together. Watch you some cooking videos or something. Go watch something. The Food Channel or something. The Food Network. Um, you know, she brought him some throw pillows and stuff. I really felt bad for Liz and I felt bad for Violet. When Aiden was showing off those pictures and they found that old picture of Elizabeth and her father Jeff. And Violet was wondering how come she never met him. And, you know, they were explaining to her how he's a big doctor. Well, not a big doctor, but he's a doctor that travels around the world. And, you know, he helps people and stuff like that. So he's very busy. And she was like, he's too busy to meet me. I felt bad for her when she said that. I really did. I felt bad. And, you know, Elizabeth really didn't have any answers for her as to why she can't meet Jeff. You know, she wished she did, but she couldn't. And, you know, of course, Finn was asking her all types of questions, and she was just like, you know, her and Jeff are not close. You know, I felt bad for her, especially when she tore up that picture and put it in her pocket. I felt bad for her. I really did feel bad for Liz. You know, out of all the things she's been through in her life, her parents have never been there for her. Not once. When her kids were born, her marriages, they were never there. You know, none of that stuff. No important event in her life they were ever there for. I feel bad. So I'm guessing Jeff Weber is on his way back to Port Charles, I'm guessing. Because they've been mentioning him a lot. So I'm assuming they casted the role or whatever. And, you know, I thought about who could potentially play her mother. Because remember, we never met Elizabeth's mother. I think her mother name is Carol. You know who I think would be good? Y'all remember, what was it? I think it was As the World Turns. Y'all know that show, that old soap opera, As the World Turns. Remember the lady? I'm going to need somebody old school up in here because y'all going to know. I don't remember the actress's name, but remember, she played Barbara Steinbeck on the show. Now, remember, Roger Howarth was on that show from 2002 to 2010 when it was canceled. Remember, he played her son, Paul Ryan. Y'all know, I think most of y'all may know who I'm talking about. I don't know the actress's name, but I know her name was Barbara. The character name was Barbara Steinbeck. Barbara Ryan Steinbeck. She was married to James Steinbeck, which was Paul's father. I think she would be perfect as Elizabeth's mother. I think she would be great. Like, I miss her on As the World Turns. Her ass was crazy. And I think in the end, she married that young boy who turned out to be her son's half brother. That shit was nasty. I say, you married your son's half brother. Barbara ain't had no shame about her shit. I miss her crazy ass. But yeah, I think she'd be perfect as Elizabeth's mother. I really do. I think she would be great. So anyway, moving on from that. You know what I noticed? Back in September, I totally forgot to bring this up, but I noticed something. Remember when Carly and Jason were supposed to get married on their wedding day and Carly went missing for a little while and everybody was looking for her and she went to where the floating rib used to be because that's where she met Jason at when it was Jake's. There was a sign there that said Bank of ELQ. And it said coming soon. The Quartermains are opening up a bank. ELQ's opening up a bank where I'm tongue tied. Where the floating rib used to be. I was shocked by that. I said, look at the Quartermains opening up a damn bank. I wonder if we're going to get to see that set. or get some story out of it. That'd be dope. I noticed it. I think it was called Bank of ELQ. Um, I think that'd be hot. I think that'd be dope. We get some story out of that. That'd be hot. And the building from the poster looked really good. Like it looked like a really modern building. Like it looked hot. So anyway, moving on from that, Willow. She's still whining about Michael going behind her back and not telling her what he was planning on doing with Nina and stuff. You know, venting to Sasha about it. And her and Sasha sitting there talking about, oh, that doesn't sound like Michael. That goes to show that they don't know Michael that well if they think Michael wouldn't do something like this. Like, they do not know Michael well at all. And I think the reason being is because Michael has never shown that ruthless side of him to Sasha or Willow when he was dating them. He never showed that side. They never seen that ruthless side. They always seen that nice, charming, great guy, sensitive, nice. You know, they always saw that about him. He never showed that other side to him. And now that Willow's seeing that side, she's not really liking what she's seeing. I'm like, that's all fine and dandy, madam, but this is who he is, and this is who Michael has always been. And besides, he comes from a family, like I mentioned plenty of times before, who don't turn the other cheek. And that's the problem with Willow. She's the type of person, everything is turn the other cheek, let's do good. And that's a good quality to have. But when you're dating somebody or trying to be with them, they're not always going to be like that, like how you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not always going to turn the other cheek. They're going to go by that other word, an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do. So her and Michael need to have a sit down, and she needs to really come to grips on what she can and cannot live with. Because sometimes Michael's going to go to that dark side. You know, he's going to be ruthless sometimes. And it's like, she needs to understand, like, can you live with that or can you not? And you need to make a decision on whether or not that's a relationship you can continue to be in. So anyway, moving on from that, Sonny was not happy at all with Michael. And Michael started to see it too. He was like, so you don't approve of what I did? Sonny said, no, I don't. Because Sonny wanted to put this behind him. I said, Sonny got feelings. He got feelings for Nina. And Carly sitting there all gleeful and stuff like that, all happy. I'm like, Carly, you're happy. Michael's smug. Carly, while you're sitting there all cheery and gleeful, did you look at your husband's face? He's not happy like you are. Shouldn't you be questioning that? That your husband ain't happy? I'm just saying. Check your household. Check your house. I have a feeling that Sonny is definitely going to throw a monkey wrench into Michael's plans. Because being the victim in the situation, Sonny's probably more than likely not going to testify against Nina. He's going to see to it that the charges are dropped. And I think when he does that, all hell is going to break loose between him and Carly. Carly is going to get in his ass about this. I definitely think so. Carly not going to be okay with this. I have a feeling he's not going to let this go down. Because he was asking Michael how he managed to pull this stuff off with the DA and all that. And Michael explained it to him. And Carly and Sonny was like, you need to be careful because if somebody looks into it, it's going to start to look like a bribe. Like you bribe the DA to, arrest Nina. And he was like, no. He said, I had my lawyers look into the paperwork and stuff like that. He said, it's legit. It's above board. The campaign donation he made is legitimate. I'm like, yeah, that's fine and well, but they could still throw that accusation out there. And that could still, throw a monkey wrench in your plans. I just feel like all of this is going to backfire on Michael anyway. I honestly feel like it will. I don't think it's going to last. Because we all know Nina not going to no jail. I highly doubt it. It's just going to be a lot of problems, though. When everybody finds out Sonny, was canoodling in Nixon Falls with Nina. And you know what? About the Ned situation, I really feel like Ned needs to leave this alone. Like, if Olivia don't want to get her son checked out or whatever, let it go. Because Ned keep pushing and pushing. Olivia's already talking about divorce. So you might want to just let this go. It's her son. You can't force her to take him to go get checked out. That's on her. Austin at this point, though, he gave him a card or whatever to a specialist and whatnot. Austin basically told Ned, you don't need a specialist. You need a marriage counselor. I so agree. I say, yes, he does. He need a marriage counselor. He need to get it together. And like I said, Austin is on the warpath with Brooklyn at this point. He was pissed that Ned even came to him for help after the way that that family treated him. Only person that treated him decently and kind in that family was Monica. Everybody else has been trash to him, like just straight rude. And now you want to come to him for help. I don't blame Austin for lashing out. I really don't. He tried to be nice, and look what he got for his trouble. So whatever happens between him and BLQ, it happens. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.